It's about time with Rashawn. It's about time boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my about time boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Thank you to every single one of y'all who has subscribed to the channel, who has been taking out the time to watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos, and leave the comments. If you have not already subscribed to this channel and you're watching this video or any of my videos for the first time, please subscribe to Rashawn's About Time Boxing. Encourage others to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button to stay up on the latest with Rashawn's About Time Boxing. So, real quick, I just wanted to, talk about this Devin Haney and George Kambosos fight. Because a lot of people seem to have a lot of concerns about Devin Haney going over to Australia to fight Kambosos. And I understand those concerns. And is Devin Haney going to have to be um, a trillion% on top of his game? Yes. Is it possible he can get robbed over there in Australia? Yes. Because fighting over there, he had all the momentum is in Kambosos' favor. But like I said, skill-wise, I do believe that Devin Haney has the advantage. Now, I will say this. Skill-wise, I think a lot of people underestimate George Kambosos. And this is exactly why I told everybody he would beat Teofimo Lopez. Because, he was relatively unknown. People really didn't know him over here in the States like that. But if Kambosos was able to come here to the States and get a decision over Teofimo Lopez, and that knockdown in the first round, helped. So, do I feel like Devin Haney is going to have to try to stop Kambosos or knock him out? A part of me does feel like that. But the other part of me is saying, feels like and y'all can let me know if y'all agree with this or not. Just don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop the comments in the comment section below. I don't think Devin Haney should try to rush it if the knockout comes, because Kambosos is one of those like tricky kind of fighters. Like just when you think you got him, you know what I'm saying? He can get you. Now, but Devin Haney has already shown that he can take the best punch, even though it may not look good, because he received a lot of criticism when he fought Jojo Diaz. He kept getting caught. I think it was like the looping overhand left. He kept getting caught with. Then he got caught with that right hand by Linares. Now I feel like and Linares hurt him in that fight, but I feel like that Linares is stronger than Kambosos. But I do feel like Kambosos is more accurate. He has pretty good accuracy with his punches. And again, to me, in my opinion, with the knockout ratio between the two not being so, far, because, like I said, Devin Haney only has 5 more knockouts than Kambosos. So that's why I said in the previous video that I did that they were evenly matched, in my opinion, as far as like power. But skill-wise, I think Devin Haney has the edge. I think he's more of a pure boxer. And this is why he gets criticized for not having power. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd Mayweather still to date has just a little over a 50% knockout ratio. Okay? But he's a pure boxer. Earlier in his career, yeah, Floyd was stopping people with body shots and all that. Nobody questioned his power then. But then when he started going the 12 rounds and started, boxing them and beating them for 12 rounds, he started getting criticized about it. And I think that, the same thing is kind of happening to Devin Haney. You know what I mean? He only has 15 knockouts in 27 fights, which I don't think is bad. I don't think that's bad. You know what I'm saying? And then it has to do with the level of opposition that you fight. And this is boxing. Y'all got to understand, this is boxing. And you're not going to be able to knock everybody out. So when you can't knock everybody out, what, you know what I mean? What are you going to do when you give somebody all the steam that you have and you can't knock them out? Either you going to get gassed out and you going to get knocked out, or you going to have the skill, you know, and the stamina, you know, to be able to push through and keep and go those extra rounds to still get the win. You know what I mean? See, you know, all right, you know, like Emmanuel Stewart used to always say, like, you know, the fans want to see knockouts. But knockouts are good for boxing, and yes, it is exciting. But again, like I said, you're not going to be able to knock everybody out. You can knock some people down. Kambosos knocked Tio down, but he couldn't knock him out. And I feel like Teofimo is actually stronger than Kambosos, but Kambosos is more accurate. And again, like I said earlier in this video, Kambosos has always been he's always been underrated. But again, I feel like Kambosos has become or is becoming the same thing that he despised Teofimo Lopez for becoming. He letting those, because I guess having those belts, you know, the accolades does something to you. You got people on this side saying you unified, people on this side saying that, you know, you undisputed. So you going to let, you know, your ego, you know, cater to the latter. So you going to say, oh, they saying I'm undisputed, I'm undisputed. So why should I have to fight this guy to prove that? Because Devin Haney is the legitimate WBC lightweight champion. And reality is that is a franchise title. It's a fact. It's a fact. Okay, Mauricio Suleiman already made it clear. And he named the fighters who petitioned for the franchise title and said that it's something that has to be bestowed. You know what I mean? It's some type of honor or something that's given to or bestowed upon certain fighters, because they even tried to offer it to Deontay Wilder and he turned it down. He said, I don't want no franchise belt, because they felt like it was a way of protecting fighters from having to fight, you know, the legitimate people. And thus, that's what Lomachenko did. When Devin Haney became his mandatory, he said, well, nah, I'm not going to fight him. I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, I'm going to give him the belt, and then I'm going to petition for this franchise belt so I can still walk around with a WBC belt. Now, do I think this fight is going to be a lot tougher than people think? Yes. Do I feel like Devin Haney is going to win? Absolutely. But is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. It is not going to be an easy fight for Devin Haney. It's not. And Devin Haney is treating it as such. And see, Kambosos is the type of fighter that, you know, he not going to look for the knockout. But if the opportunity presents itself, see, you got some fighters that's knockout, you know, is knockout bound. They go in that joint and they looking for that joint. Kambosos is going to fight his fight. And if the opportunity comes, he will seize it. And Devin Haney is the same way. But I do think that sometimes Devin Haney, he goes in with that mindset like he wants to knock out the opposition to prove to the critics that he does have power. But you can't be concerned about trying to prove stuff to the critics, you know, or even to people like us that do the, you know, the YouTube channels and, you know, just the general public, you know, about your power. Stick to, you know what I mean? Stick to, you know, the bread and butter, you know, the meat and potatoes, you know, of what you do, your skill. You box, dude. You box. If the knockout presents itself, then you seize it. But other than that, I don't think Devin should go in there looking to try to knock out Kambosos, because I do feel like Devin Haney has that mindset, like he feels like that he is a more superior boxer, a more superior athlete than Kambosos. I know he feels that way. He's extremely confident. But Kambosos is extremely confident too. And he has the majority of the accolades, which is those belts. But those belts destroyed Teofimo Lopez. Now, are they going to do the same thing to Kambosos? Is Kambosos going to get up on his high horse and start playing this prima donna crap and start, you know, because he already started talking with this stuff saying Devin Haney priced himself out and he did all this other stuff, and, you know, and everybody knows it's a fact. Devin never priced himself out. You know, this is why I said I lost a little respect for Kambosos, because, you know, he was face to face with Haney talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna make the fight happen. Yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? And then now all of a sudden, you know, but like I said, I knew they were gonna try to swing that fight right in Lomachenko's direction. I knew they was gonna try to do that, but you know, I guess, you know, the powers that be or whatever have, you know, or however they line stuff up, whatever they be saying out here, you know, was something else different in the cards. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see come fight night. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to smash that like button, and share this video. Hit the notification button. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you again. This is all I have for now. Until the next one.